I'm not adamantly opposed to the Paul Arriola idea at all. So TB apparently reporting that Dallas would take on some of Arriola's salary. Look, if Paul Arriola for the right number, I don't mind that. I wouldn't want to like break the bank on him, but he's been a solid MLS player throughout his career. I feel like he's been injured a lot the last couple of years though. Yeah, Paul Arriola. I'm just looking at it now. 5-7 for FC Dallas last year, so not amazing, but if Seattle had a depth winger who could put up 5 and 7 this year, imagine how much that would have helped. Assuming we get Ferreira on a TAM deal, are we still going to pursue another DP retagger? I mean, that is the question, and I think that's like really what we need to wait and see until we. I'm
gonna throw out a scenario for you and your viewers here.
Our viewers, we're part of the Sounder.
Our viewers, yeah. What am I talking about here? I'm acting all too cool for school here. So I think what might be happening here is the Sounders are loading up with veterans in their attack. They're going to hit the ground run. They want to hit the ground running, but their big spend is potentially a U22. I don't know by big spend, like, I don't know what that means, right? But I think they will spend some money on a U22, which is ironic because just this last summer, Craig was talking about how, we don't really see the value in spending a whole bunch of money on U22s. But I think this Ferreira deal may have sort of fallen in their laps a little bit. And they're like, oh, hey, we maybe don't have to spend $10 million to go find a guy with the exact same resume. Maybe we could get him for a lot less. And so I don't know. That's my theory, is that my informed theory is that they might be going out and spending, if they spend a lot of money, if they spend a big transfer fee, it will probably be like on a U22 or something.
Kind of a similar question, but the Sounders trade for Arriola and then re-sign Rusnak, would there really be much money left? I mean, if you get Ferreira and Rusnak both on max 10, Arriola, I can't imagine it's that expensive at this point.
No, I would. If they're not even having to cover most of his salary, like
so I don't really think he factors in.
Yeah, my suspicion on Arriola, what's he on? He's on over $1 million probably, or something like that.
Still,
whatever. So my suspicion is that whatever
I'll look that up.
Whatever Dallas is covering brings him below a max salary. Like, so the Sounders wouldn't have to spend any allocation to buy him down, is my suspicion. Is that it's probably what the deal is.
Got it. All right. Yeah, pull up Paul Arriola's salary. I wasn't expecting Paul Arriola when we started this stream to be such a big topic of conversation. And
it totally caught me by. That is a lot of money, dude. He's on.
Was that his salary? For 2024. He was on. Guaranteed.
That is a lot of money.
7.
Oh, geez.
I guess if you're looking
that's
for
like max TAM.
If you're looking for the myriad of reasons that FC Dallas had a tough go this year, that might be in there. I mean, that's just a lot of money for a guy that was hurt.
That's a lot of money for a nipple.
No
one's gonna laugh at that. No one's gonna laugh at that.
That's the second time one is gone over my head.
Yeah.
So Paul Arriola, they should not give a guaranteed compensation of 1.7 mil. That number would need to come down for it to be a good move. But
they are
for a number way lower than that as a depth piece.
Tom Bogert is reporting that they're going to cover some of it, but 1.7.
I mean, I would honestly have to guess they're covering like $1 million of it for it to make any sense.
Here's my question, and this was posed by Tim Foss in our Slack channel here.
Why are we giving that guy airtime?
I'm stealing his clout here. He said, "Is the new manager trying to clear house a little bit in Dallas?"
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm actually bitter about FC Dallas's new manager. No one's going to care about this, but I'm bitter about it because they poached Eric Quill from New Mexico United, who was an awesome coach in the USL for my hometown club. And, I understand it. They probably threw a bag at him, but I wanted him to stay in my home state. Yeah, Jeremiah, you had a good reaction to the Paul Arriola salary.
Dude, that's insane.
I would, if you would ask me what he was on, I would have said below $1 million.
I would have guessed around $1 million. I mean, he's close to double what I would have guessed. That isn't. You know what the other thing is about this? Go look up how much they gave up to acquire him.
Yeah, that was a huge trade with DCU, wasn't it?
Yeah. I bet you they gave up another $1.5 million or $2 million in allocation to get him.
$2 million
in
general allocation.
$2 million.
Yeah, it was.
With
Yeah, MLS record
300
trade
more.
at the time. I remember this now. That is
a 30% sell-on clause.
Oh my God. They're gonna get a sell-on. Oh my God.
outside of MLS.
Well, no, they won't get a sell-on for this. I don't think. But can you imagine? They're like, oh, we gotta get that 30% sell-on on Paul Arriola. He's on $1.7 million. You're never gonna sell him. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
He will never leave.
Well, now he might be a Seattle Sounder.
He was,
it's funny because
Arriola
and Pereira on its face, like I think are solid moves, but it's literally like if I could name two players that would tilt people in terms of like the lack of ambition storyline, that's like the two I would name. even though I don't really see it like that. It is who reported that Arriola trade from DC to Dallas must be handsome. That was Tom Bogert. Answer. Y'all think Jackson Reagan has any shots to be included in the trade to FC Dallas?
No.
I would not be
no.
with that.
That is not what's happening here. That is not what's happening here. I guarantee
Jeremiah,
that.
okay, but that's actually that's a good question though. Like in terms of player compensation, who do you think it could be?
I think the players who I would have on my list as potential moving players. So this is speculation. So I am not using.
Wait,
this is not.
Can we put up like a banner here? Hold on, wait.
Speculation. Jeremiah is not reporting this as news, but the so the story or my speculation for the Ferreira thing is like Danny Leyva, an international roster spot in like 500 to 700K in allocation. That's my like a ballpark of what they might be sending there. For Arriola, I don't know, maybe Alex Roldan. I don't know. Like Alex Roldan is a good but not necessarily great player who maybe fits a piece that they want a little bit better. But if you're giving up much more than Alex Roldan, like I don't know that Arriola is a different kind of player than Roldan. But man, I don't know, Arriola.
Danny Leyva, like, can't you just like see Danny Leyva on FC Dallas? I don't know for some reason.
Yeah, I can.
I don't even mean that in a bad way. Like,
I think that's like a perfect place for him.
Like a fit. It's a good
Leo
fit.
Chu, I could see Leo Chu being involved in one of these trades. Sure, I hope for Leo Chu. I would hope they're not. I could see that. Sure.